Good evening. Two Toronto firefighters and several other residents are recovering tonight after a fire here on Dupont near Christie. The blaze quickly spread and is being investigated with the help of the fire marshal's office. Now, the fire displaced several residents, including a new mom and her kittens.
It was bad. It's something like you'd never think that that would happen to you next door. And when I looked out the window this morning, but oh, it was terrible. It was so terrible.
Neighbors stand by stunned by the aftermath of a 6 a.m. blaze that forced a number of residents out of their homes and sent several others to hospital. Dolores Scotella, who provided shelter to some of her displaced neighbors, says an elderly woman had to be helped out of her home and is now in hospital.
A bunch of kids started banging on her glass door, saying, call the cops, call the cops. 87-year-old elderly woman, right? So thank God that we were home.
It was a difficult task at hand as emergency crews fought the 3-alarm fire that spread to 3 other homes on Dupont Street.
When the first crews arrived, they encountered very heavy smoke and flames in Unit 703. It was already spreading upon the arrival of our crews.
8 people were treated, 5 at the scene, while 3 were transported to hospital for smoke inhalation. A Toronto firefighter also sustained severe injuries while on the job and was transported to Sunnybrook Hospital.
He was part of a fire attack team working on the roof level of the second story of the home, fell off the roof and obviously down to the ground.
Toronto Fire says a second firefighter was transported to St. Joseph's Hospital with minor injuries. He was struck by the first firefighter who fell from the roof. Both are said to be in good shape. Pets were also forced out of their homes. A mother cat and several of her kittens were rescued from one of the buildings. The cause of the blaze hasn't been determined, and it's not known if there were working smoke detectors in the buildings. But Chief Matthew Pegg says that will be part of the investigation conducted by Toronto Fire, along with the Office of the Fire Marshal.
We really need to stress the importance of making sure that you have working smoke alarms on every level of your house, outside your sleeping area, that you've tested them, that they work, and that you've practiced and rehearsed your home escape plan. That is something that our investigations team will look significantly at as they get into the origin and cause investigation.
And a crew just arrived here at the scene. They are working to board up some of the windows and the doors. We've just seen some of the residents returning to pick up some of the items and leaving. We're being told that all of them do have accommodations for tonight. Still not clear when they'd be able to return, but that just depends on the investigation and what it says, whether or not the buildings are safe enough to enter.